North Carolina, it's always been a powerhouse in basketball, and that's something that I've always wanted to, play for, is a big powerhouse school, and it gets a lot of recognition. This university, the academic standard's really high, so I'm always striving in the classroom and, on the court. Coach Williams, I think he's one of the greatest coaches, so, I've improved in many ways under his program, and I've done a lot of different things that I haven't been able to do. I mean, UNC stood out to me in high school, because it's North Carolina basketball, and I didn't know, about the academics until I got here on my, recruiting visit, and I saw all the things they had to offer and how well-rounded the university was. It's not just about, basketball. They have a lot to do with academics, and that did play a little bit into my decision. Transition to college from high school is pretty big. And so I think they helped me out with that a lot, by the study halls and the tutors and things like that. Yeah, I'd tell them just to slow down. I remember when I was in high school getting recruited by a lot of different colleges, I wanted to speed up the process. I say just take your time, look at all your options, and make sure that's a place you want to go to before you make a decision. And look at everything. Look at academics, off the court, the campus life, and everything like that. Recruiting trip. It was interesting. I had huge ice storms, so I got to stay a little bit. Airport was closed, so I got to see the university a lot and meet a lot of the guys, and they showed me around and showed me some things, and it was interesting. I think my education here has taught me a lot, and so I think once my basketball career is over, I'll use that as something to keep pursuing in life. I'll never know what I'll be doing. Communications, could be broadcasting and things like that. Being named by STAC, the top academic combined with athletics, it doesn't surprise me at all. I've been here, I've seen everything, what we have to offer athletically and academically, and I think, it's an honor to be here.